to 13.
O'Meara, second shot.
Long iron in here, 209 yards. The breeze was very light from the tee, but it's up now, back in his face.
Any wayward shot to these long par fours is penalized. And now Furyk next.
Just 2 yards closer, 207 to the hole in the front portion of the green today, the front right.
And Judy, a lot of the bunkers we see guarding the front of these greens, especially 13 here, haven't come into play because they've been hitting such short irons. But again today, with the wind turning, these players hitting long irons, maybe a fairway wood. If you don't fly it to the front of the green, they play havoc on you.
Jim's carrying a 2-iron this week that is a very strong 2-iron. I do not believe this is that club. This is a 3 or 4-iron.
This is actually a very good flag for Jim. Again, he cuts every shot, can start it right in the middle of the green and let it fall to the hole.
Well, he's trying to bring it in from the right.
What a good break. That could have easily rolled back in the face of him. He knows it. Little wry smile. Thank you very much. Up ahead, back rather at 12.
Well, it was a brutal time to hit it to the right, Steve, but I'll tell you, I think he got a break. The ball is not lying too badly. He can get the club on it. There's some awful stuff over there, as Curtis said, and this ball could have been where he couldn't have played toward the hole at all. And he's got a blind shot naturally over the hill. I don't think he can get it close, but I think he might be able to get it on the green.
I agree, Rossi. I think the main thing that he's got to do here is get the club on the ball, as you said, get it over all of that garbage we can see in front of us, land it on the green. Do not leave it short, because he'll be playing off that sand dune again. We'll leave him there and we'll go forward to 15.
And this is Tiger Woods at the par 5 for eagle. He's got the putter.
And a spectacular eagle it would be, Roger. 270 yards second shot to this point.
Straight up the hill. One, he can give it a run.
Look at this. Look at this. Great effort by Woods. Disappointed that he didn't find the eagle, but there have only been 5 eagles at this hole this week, 4 of them on Thursday as we go back to 12.
Now, this is a pretty good look of what he has. The long, loose swings. Get a feel for the club head going through the long grass and bushes there.
Ian, you made a good point. He has to get it all the way to the hole. Even if it runs over the green, he has a simple putt back to the hole. But anything short, he's making 5 or 6. Got to fly it to the green.
What a shot.
Go.
What a shot.
Barely. 1 yard less, and that was in diabolical trouble. But
1 yard more and it's stiff, though.
Exactly right. Hell of a shot. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
And he knows it, too.
Does he ever? That was a pretty good sigh right there, Curtis. Forward to 13.
O'Meara now from the green side bunker.
Almost caught the downslope at the beginning of the bunker, but it's pretty flat.
Try to play a little running bunker shot, which takes a lot of talent. O'Meara, who at age 16 worked as a spotter for ABC during our broadcast at La Costa back at 12.
Parnevik lining up his birdie now. I think that was pretty good from where he was, leaving it just short, coming out of the fringe. We'll go ahead to 13.
Furyk now, third shot. He is so good around the greens, and he displays it here. Furyk one back of O'Meara and Watts. We go back to Watts now at 12.
Now let's see what he can do here. Tied for the lead.
Just a little bit down the hill, but if he makes this, he better be sprinting to the next tee. He'll be stealing at least one shot. But I think after the tee shot, bogey won't be too bad.
I agree, Curtis. Par's a bonus. This goes in, a big bonus.
Come on, Jesper. Come on, Jesper.
There's our new leader. Go there right now.
With a long putt to save par. There is not a single player in this field that is par or better. Back at 12.
Jasper Parnevik to tidy up.
Come on, Jesper.
Well, that was a par, but only one out of the lead. As he moves on to the 13th tee, we'll follow him up.
Furyk with just a little bit of housekeeping. And so now there are three. Watts, O'Meara, and Furyk all at 1 over, all tied at the top. Mike?
Watts made a bogey at 12 yesterday, Steve, to lose the lead. Same thing happens again today. 3 tied for the lead. Parnevik's 1 back. Tiger's 2 back. Still has a par 5 to go. Palms sweaty. Pars are. 14. Long par 3. One of 3 men tied for the lead.
214 yards, probably a 3-iron. It is a 3-iron.
This one doesn't stay up as it did on the last hole and out of the bunker for Furyk. Twice as many bogeys as birdies on this hole today. O'Meara.
Boy, this is on a good line.
Hits the ball so solid every time he takes it back. Clips it better than anybody.
13.
Tee shot for Parnevik. Rossi told us earlier how so many shots last year went left. His misses continue to go there.
And this one is really bad, Steve. You can't even see the ball.
Up ahead at 17, Raymond Russell. Watch this. Now he's just 2 shots out of the lead and has this for eagle. So the implausible happening thus far in the round of his life for Raymond Russell. Watts on the tee now at 13. Unaffected by the bogey. 218.
David Duval's second shot. 3 bogeys, 2 birdies. He's coming off a birdie. He'll have a chance for another one at the last to finish a +6. 70, 71, 75 this week for Duval, who leads the American Tour in money earned, $1.6 million. He'll add to that. The British Open counts as official PGA Tour money. Back to 13.
Parnevik second.
I don't believe he can move this ball more than 30 or 40 yards at the best.
Rossi has a sandwich. Looks like he's going at it like he's in a bunker. Club face is open. Had it way back in his stance.
That's absolutely as good as he could do.
To 16.
Tiger Woods.
That from just inside of 90 yards after a booming tee shot.
That's unbelievable. Mark, how far was his drive?
Well, I was standing at 340 and he almost hit me in the area.
Unbelievable drive, but a average second shot for Tiger Woods. To 14.
Furyk second from the bunker.
Bunker's starting to be damp from the rain that's fallen constantly. It's not heavy, but continuous rain. Wonderful shot.
Contended in the majors a lot, as we've mentioned, but never this close. Back to Watts at 13.
Long second.
215. Wind out of the right. Not very hard, though.
You do it, baby.
Well, it's right at it.
It may not have made the putting surface, but it's a wonderful play. To 14.
Furyk will look over what he has left for par.
It is not the time to be making any mistakes now. Take your time on all these 2, 3, and 4 footers. Everything is magnified from here on out. Any little mistake you remember for maybe the rest of your life.
Few people have been as good as Jim Furyk on the tour the last couple of years. 21 top 10s, more than anyone else, but he hasn't been able to get the wins. He's tied for the lead and has this for par. Solid sand save. Furyk remains tied for the lead for the moment, but remember, O'Mara hit a great tee shot on this par 3, ahead to 15.
And this is the second shot for the 17-year-old amateur, Justin Rose, at the par 5.
He's so mature. He's acting and swinging and just handling himself like a hardened veteran. He ought to be worried about the pimples on his face instead of his backswing.
Well, he's got great composure, and his length, too. We've been impressed with that this week. One of the handful of players to be able to reach this par 5 today. As we go back to 14.
Mark O'Mara has taken the lead. It was birdie on the 72nd hole at Augusta, and the Masters champion now leads by 1 with 4 to go at the British Open. To 16.
Now, the 22-year-old Masters champ from last year, putting for birdie to get within. Just coming up a little short. That'll leave him 2 behind Mark O'Meara.
Ian, you can't blame the putt too much. He had a 30-footer. It was the sandwich shot that wasn't very good.